Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite Sims 3 mods that I use to enhance gameplay and to improve the overall game. All mods and their respective creators will be listed down below, as well as the links to the download. So starting off with Create a Sim, the main mod that I use is the Zoom In CAS mod. This mod is pretty much what it seems. It lets you zoom in on your Sims way more than the default CAS camera does, which Sims 3 Create a Sim is already a struggle for me, so this mod just makes it easier for me to edit my Sims and see exactly what I'm doing. And then the next mod for Create a Sim is a lighting mod. I use mods like this in The Sims 4, and recently a creator came out with one for The Sims 3, so I highly recommend using this mod to enhance the look of your Sims in Create a Sim. Now moving on to gameplay mods. First up is the More Interactions mod. This mod is super cool because you can do things like hire repair technicians to not only fix objects but also to upgrade them. But the main reason why I use it is so I can queue up socials with one click. So under the new socialize pie menu, you can select a friendly, mean, or funny, and this will make it so your Sims continuously do interactions of that type without manually clicking every single action. And then going along with the theme of socialization, the next mod is Deep Conversations. So while your Sims are speaking, you can get a pop-up of what they're talking about. These prompts don't really make that much sense, to be honest, but selecting one of the two options will make your Sims respond accordingly. And I like to use this mod to grow my relationships really fast, as well as have Sims not in my household make decisions. So if my Sims are being romantic with deep conversations, the other Sim can initiate the first kiss or even propose marriage. And then next up is the Hospital Override mod. This mod is fairly old, but it basically just allows more options when it comes to the hospital. So your Sims can get plastic surgery, and I'm pretty sure they can turn out botched, especially if it's cheap, which is a super cute feature. And then your Sims can donate their eggs, sperm, get ultrasounds, get abortions, etc. And it pretty much just adds a bunch of realism to your game. Next up is the Children Can mod. This allows your child Sims to do interactions and gain skills that they can't normally do in game. So for example, kids can do laundry, garden, practice alchemy, instruments, etc. But to be honest, the main reason why I like this mod is just because of the laundry. So sticking with the theme of younger Sims, the next mods are for babies and toddlers. The first one is More Baby Interactions, which allows babies to be rocked, cooed at, and even bathed in sinks, which is so freaking adorable. And then the next mod is the More Toddlers Interactions, which is just like the More Baby Interactions, however it's for toddlers, obviously, which unlocks things like feeding toddlers by hand and playing with them like in The Sims 4. Next up is the Ask for Attention mod, which lets toddlers ask caregivers for diaper changes, food, or affection. So it pretty much just makes it so much easier to care for toddlers, especially when those annoying babysitters don't do a single thing. Your toddlers can now ask them instead of waiting for them to actually do it themselves. And then the next mod is the Outdoor Activities for Toddlers, which lets toddlers play on trampolines, eat from picnic baskets, and play on some of the playground equipment that they couldn't before. And then last but not least, the next mod is Better Sleeping Toddlers and Babies. I just recently found out about this mod from one of you guys, but pretty much this mod makes it so that babies and toddlers build needs in their sleep. That way that your Sim parents can actually have a good night's rest and not worry about a screaming toddler waking up in the middle of the night. But all of these mods make babies and toddlers feel way more dynamic, and they also make them so much easier to care for, which makes these some of my favorite mods for The Sims 3. Moving on to aesthetic mods, of course, clean UI is a must for me. I do like the original UI for The Sims 3, basically for nostalgic purposes. However, I do like using the clean UI just because it's so sleek, it makes the game feel newer and more fresh. Next up is a lighting mod. The one I use is by Potato Ballad Sims. As I'm sure most of you know, lighting mods just make the game brighter and prettier because, for some reason, again, EA loves to make the Sims games dark and dingy and have poor lighting. I don't get it, but they do it with pretty much every Sims game. Next up is the Enchanted Sky / Moon mod, which, as it suggests, just makes the sky and moon look better, which I'm pretty sure that my lighting mod does the exact same thing, but the Enchanted Sky / Moon mod just tweaks it even further and adds more detail. And now, since The Sims 3 definitely has its flaws, the last category is game fixes. So the first mod that I use is the No Mascot intro. That way that whenever I make a new save, I don't have to worry about the mascot showing up and spawning and being super annoying. This isn't like a game-breaking, I must need it kind of mod, but it's just one of those mods that gets rid of some of the annoying, overseen features of The Sims 3. Next is a Similar 90s Core mod. In my personal game, I don't actually see this mod working. However, it does fix a lot of in-game glitches with pack integration problems, as well as career glitches, stuff like that. And this mod is, I'm pretty sure why, I haven't had any major issues or glitches with the Sims 3 Ambitions with my Legacy series, because apparently that pack and those careers come with quite a few problems, or at least that's what I've heard. So Yeah, this mod definitely recommend. Next up is the random sim fixes mod, which makes it so that randomly generated townies aren't typically butterface uglies. If you play The Sims 3, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. To be honest, I wasn't sure if this mod worked or if it was going to work, but after seeing how cute the maid was in my Leprosy series, it definitely works, and I will never get rid of it because no more butterfaces. They're gone, thankfully. And then the next mod is kind of a mod, but it's more complicated than most mods, which is the smooth patch. I'm sure most of you know what that is, if not all of you. But this patch, in quotes, is by Lazy Duchess, and it's most likely the thing that allowed me to play The Sims 3 again once it came out because it made the game run so much better. Now, this mod's installation process requires a bit more than most mods, so I will leave a link to a Cotton Socks video where she explains a lot about the mod and how to install it. And then last but not least, for my favorite mods is of course NROS. I use so many NROS mods, so I'll leave the names down below, but some of those include Master Controller Cheats, Integrations, Droid Progression, Traveler, and so many more. I won't go over what all of the different NROS mods do or how I use them. That honestly could be a whole video in of itself, but in the meantime, I will leave a link to a Cotton Socks NROS video if you would like an in-depth overview / guide. Anyway though, that's it for this video, so thank you so much for watching. Again, all mod links will be down below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave me a comment down below, like the video, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video, so bye everyone!